Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre. Just going to talk you through the ladies G-Bomb summer wetsuit 3-2 for summer of 2010. It's basically the ladies equivalent of the E-Bomb but with a few added benefits and features. Just talk you through the wetsuit and tell you what you get for your money. This is pretty much a high-end suit, what we call a high-end suit for the ladies. So for anyone who's looking for a really high quality suit which is going to be nice and flexible, high performance and with a lot of warmth, then this is definitely a suit worth considering and is very popular. What I'll do is I'll talk you through some of the features on the inside and the outside of the suit, so you know what you get for your money. Starting on the outside, the suit itself is 100% E3 neoprene, which is Rip Curl's most stretchy neoprene. The benefits of this is very soft to the touch, which makes it very comfortable, but it's also very, very flexible. So when you're in the water, you get all of this flex. That's the right way through the whole of the suit. So if you sort of look through the midsection, right the way through. That will make the suit obviously more comfortable, more flexible, giving you more time in the water before your muscles get tired. But it will also keep you warmer, because the more flexible a suit is, the better the neoprene is, the more it's going to stick to your body. And going to keep that hot water against your body and not cause any sort of cavities or folds where water can collect. So it's definitely a key benefit and important when you're looking for a quality wetsuit like this one. Looking further down the suit, you can see that there is a liquid taping. Most of the suit is glued and blind stitch, which basically means there's no punch holes the whole way through the suit, so you can see here. And it's glued together the pieces of neoprene, so essentially no water should be able to get through these seams. But if you go further down, you also get what we call the liquid taping, which goes over the top of the seams, just to make them really impenetrable to water, and it also gives you loads of flexibility on that liquid taping as well. And it does make the suit more robust against sort of stress and pull, like that as well. Okay. If you look further down on the knees, you've got what we call the Duraflex knee pad, which is a specially made material which is very robust against wear and tear, especially important on the knees, which is a commonplace for suits to wear through. But it's very flexible as well, it's got a lot of give. You've got a little stash pocket on the side there as well, to pop your key in, your house key or your car key, anything you'd like. The seams are very strategically placed on these suits, and what I mean by that is you can see like an oval, sort of like a wavy pattern to the seam there. But basically the reason they do that is to give the most amount of give in the arm. If the seam was straight, you wouldn't get as much flexibility. Because it's curved away, it gives you that added flex before it actually becomes taut. So they've thought about that kind of thing as well. Another thing you'll notice is the lack of seams. Basically, they've used less panels of neoprene in the suit, which means there's less seams, which means there's less water into the suit, and it's more flexible. So that's one of the reasons it's more of a high-end suit as well. On the inside of the collar, you've got smooth skin, specially treated neoprene, which will basically get rid of any dangers of wetsuit rub against your neck, so you don't get a really kind of nasty rash. Go around to the back of the suit. You've got a blue steel zip system here, which is a Rip Curl zip system. It's basically running down the back of the suit. You've got your zip. Over the top of it, you've got this nice sort of neoprene which is married up over the top. Nice little bit of low-going. That stops any water really running through. Obviously, any water that does get through that gap then encounters Rip Curl's blue steel zip, which is a specially made zip for the water. Basically, what it means is the teeth interlock so well that no water should be able to get through the zip at all. Behind that, though, just in case any water does, you get the bat wing entry system, basically, which is essentially a panel of neoprene on the inside of the suit, which forms the back of the suit, basically. That goes over your head when you put the suit on, over the back like that. And if you can imagine any water that does come through the back of the zip, will then meet this barrier and then be carried away out of the back of the suit. And when you duck dive as well, or go under the water or fall off whatever you're riding, instead of the water going straight down your back, it will be guided away from your back and out the back of the suit, so it keeps you warmer and keeps you drier as well. Rip Curl pop this nice little bit of Velcro on there, because what happens with back wings, if you've ever tried one on before, if you get in your suit, they do get tucked down a lot. So what you can lift it out and just pop it against that piece of neoprene there, like this, and that will just hold it at the top. So when you're actually sort of pulling it over your head, you don't have to ask some stranger in the car park to fish the bat wing out of the back of your suit. It's never that much fun. That's essentially everything that's going on the outside of the Rip Curl G-Bomb for 2010. What I'll do is I'll turn it inside out and just show you some of the features that are hidden inside. Right then, so here we have the inside of the ladies G-Bomb for 2010. there's the urine. Just talk you through some of these sort of different coloured panels, just so you know what they actually indicate. The grey material you can see here is a Ripco's E3 neoprene, which I talked about before, which is the really high quality neoprene that they use to make the suits very flexible. It's something that doesn't come across in the videos, but the sort of actual texture of this this material is very soft to the touch, very light. So it feels fantastic when you're wearing it in the water, and essentially almost feels like you're not wearing a suit at all, which is what surfing in summer is all about, really. You don't want to be wearing a wetsuit. The next sort of material is this red material here. Now this is a thermal polypro material. It's what we call firewall that Ripco use. It's a very sort of bobbly material, and it's very much like thermal underwear and does pretty much the same job. It's very effective, and it's a definite bonus to have in a suit, and will mean in a summer suit like this you'll be able to wear this much more throughout the year. So instead of just through the summer months, you might be able to wear this right up until kind of December, and as early as sort of April, depending on how much you feel the cold and how bad the winter's been. As I say, it's a thermal material, holds the hot air against your chest or against your core area, and is very effective in keeping your core area warmer. You get that on the chest, and you also get that around the back of the suit as well, which is a real bonus. Definitely going to keep you a lot warmer. You see the back wing system there? That's got the thermal material running through it as well. Now, further down, there's sort of evidence of the glued and blind stitching that we're talking about, running across the leg here. So you can see that there's no sort of point of entry for the water to come through there, basically, and it's taped off in certain areas where of stress points throughout the suit, just here as well. So that's going to give more of a long shelf life to the suit. And again, you can see where the suit is glued and blind stitched. There's not going to be any water coming through there. It's pretty much impossible for any water to get through there. Essentially, that's pretty much everything that's going on the Ripco G-Bomb for 2010. It's a 3-2, as we mentioned before, and what we mean when we say that is the thickness of the suit. 3mm of neoprene on the body and 2mm on the arm, just for that extra flexibility where you don't need as much warmth. So if you're looking for a suit that is going to keep you very warm and is going to be very flexible and feel great in the water, it's definitely worth investing the money in this suit, especially if you're going to wear it a lot. You're going to get a lot of use of this through the year. Depending on your tolerance for the cold, you could be wearing this for the majority of the year. So it's definitely a sound investment, whatever kind of water sport that you're into. So definitely a surefire winner for 2010.